Who thought I should have checked it before I went off? Oh my god! So hopefully again we'll start it again. Oh, just like internet's performance. Thank you guys for letting me know the internet isn't working. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me now. Yeah, it's just one of those days, isn't it? Leicester City can't. It's just this microphone isn't working. So sorry, I'll have to do with this sound. Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 0, and we're just big. I don't know what to say. I don't know why. Top was at the game today. Thank you, Dave, for letting me know. The sound's working. Appreciate you, and James as well for letting me know it wasn't working. Oh my god. Brad in the chat. Yeah, I agree, mate. Again, if you want to jump on, just let me know. Message me on Twitter, and I'll be able to help you out. But I'm with it a little bit. But also, if I take this match in isolation, is what I was saying beforehand. It was a decent enough performance for 45 minutes. Then we dropped off, and I'm just fed up. It's not nice to watch Leicester City like this. I love my team, and what's happened as well? Wolves have just won against Nottingham Forest, cementing us even further to the bottom of the table. I'm glad we got a point. It's kind of like you probably see by the title. It's like bleak, stale, boring. Just mate, you're driving. That's fine, but it's just we're all over the place at the moment, and I just don't know what Top is seeing. Top was at the game today. It seems like the board of everybody, but he's not leaving, and I've never seen the fan base so united. And Crystal Palace are a good team. The attacking talent they have in Edouard, Elise, I know he didn't come on. You've Eze, Zaha, they just weren't there today. They were there for the taking. This is a good Crystal Palace team that plays some good football today. They're just not working. I don't know exactly. Palace were tragic. They were even I was speaking to Ali just during the game, and he was after the game, just texting him, and he's like, "Yeah, we were bad, and you lot were bad." It's a match where nobody's happy with the point. No, neither team deserved to win, so I guess that's one positive. But overall, bleak football once again, and more we're seeing we're seeing people turn. And in the ground, I was there during some of the Brighton game last year, the West Ham game last year at home, speaking to people going, "Oh, look, I'm getting fed up with Brendan. It's just not working." And they're like, "Oh, believe it." Even then, we're going, "No, you're right. I mean, we shouldn't be in the position we're in." Some of the comments he's making are so stupid. I'm going to rant on it a little bit. He puts, "We should have won. We shouldn't have won. We didn't." This match in isolation, if we take it, you go, "Do you know what? Bad day at the office, no problem. We'll get on with it." This is just getting worse and worse by the day. So let me just bring up some of the comments that Brendan's put out. We have to just bring them up. Where does he mention it? I want to bring this up first. The bit where he mentioned it's hot. He goes, "Oh, yeah, we need width in the game. We haven't got any natural wingers. We'll then play 3 at the back then and get wing backs." And also, to be fair, for periods of time, Harvey Barnes did pretty okay, I think. James put a great point actually. I think somebody else put it. I think Ethan put it before as well, when he talks about Ethan naturally for 5 minutes joke came on and he played so well considering the lack of minutes he's had. He's been treated terribly by the management, by Brendan. Harvey Barnes should be taken off slightly earlier, I think, but why is it taking so long to make these situations? At least Nacho came on and did something, and yeah. And even, exactly, if I was his agent, I'd be begging for him. Totally agree. But also, if you're Maddison, if you're Dewsbury Hall, you're looking at today's performance, you're going, the more this continues, the more I don't want to stay here. So even though in the short term they might see this, we're going to lose, in my opinion, a lot of talent that's going to really mess us up the wrong way. And some of the most again, I'll read some of the comments, but it's not worth reading Brendan Rodgers' post comments. Even one of these things that he said, I wanted to find it because it's hot. He goes, "Oh, it was a hot day today." It was 15 degrees. If you're from the US or you use let me see if I can find it. It's so dumb. So dumb. Yeah, here it is. Let me see if I can find it. Rodgers on the team performance today. It's just so frustrating, that one there. Rodgers on TV, you can say that they're running around and fighting. They ran themselves into the ground today. It was a hot day as well for them. First of all, it's hot for both sides. Second of all, it's 15 degrees. It's not hot. If they're playing in 40, I would understand. 30 plus, I understand. And there were some good individual performances. I think Walt Fast did pretty well. Daniel Amate, oh my God, really just it was not good today from Daniel. Amate, he's just not. He had to be bailed out a few times. And Fast was good. Dewsbury Hall ran. Harvey Barnes for periods of time was unplayable. But the coaching, I think as a coach, he's just getting stuff wrong. Just getting stuff wrong. Why wouldn't we play Fast through the middle, Sionch to the right, Daniel Amate to the left? All three of them work better in the back three. Yes, we have to sacrifice one of the midfielders. We have to get on with it. I mean, there were some good passages of play, but again, in the match in isolation, I'm just confused, man. I'm just confused. Where's this put us? Again, Wolves have just beaten Nottingham Forest, so that puts them ahead. Let me put this again just to show you guys as well. And I don't want to make this a long one, but again, where we are at the moment, 5 points. The table is starting to run away. Bearing in mind, Southampton still have a game in hand. Same with Leeds have 2 games in hand. It's not looking good. And this gap, as moment of recording, obviously it might change later on, but it's just not working. It's just not working. I don't see how they don't see it. I don't want to even keep talking about it because it's like we're just saying the same thing again and again. I want to bring you guys content. I want to bring you. I don't know if you remember earlier on in the season where we did a breakdown of like the 4-1 against last season against Watford, and we did the 0-0 against what's his face, the 1-0 against Liverpool. And I really enjoy doing the breakdowns when I had Prime and I could break down the statistics of formations and things. I don't want to do about it. I genuinely don't. The thing is, Rodgers is getting shown, and at least everybody's on the same page. It's baffling. It really is baffling. Some of the comments he's making are just dumb. Once again, I'm surprised he's not saying it's a transfer window again, because overall, again, the formation itself, the 4-1-4-1, was decent enough. But the substitution, Samore, I think he had an all right game. I just think confidence is low all over the pitch. And with a clinical Crystal Palace side, they put a few more past us. Again, James put a good point. Again, it's the way we went out against Europa League, and I mentioned this after the Europa moment. We were shocked considering the second string Napoli team. They're not the Napoli team of recent. They're the old Napoli team. And yeah, poor tactics. Yeah, I think what it is just that nobody's motivated, and everybody's just. The more this goes on, the more we are in a genuine relegation scrap. And it's not just me saying this. Bearing in mind, and you and the people in the comments are saying that, and totally agree. People on Twitter, that's one thing. Matt Piper. For those of you that don't know, Matt Piper is, again, look at this, because the manager is still, again, this is Matt. I've never seen Matt Piper like this. Manager still thinks he has fight and the idea to turn it around. I don't believe him. He's saying the right words, but the lack of conviction. He's a man who's lost his spark. Cyclists, this group, again, he's mentioned it might be our time in the Prem. That's how bad it is. Even Matt saying it. And Piper's one of the most, he's mentioned it before, he's one of the most positive Leicester fans there is out there. One thing I want to mention as well, Maddison is now got, again, he was showing fight and he was trying things at least. He was sent off. He was not sent off. He got a 5th yellow, which means he will miss the Leeds game, which is at home. So now we've got to put Perez in that position on that right-hand side, which is not ideal for our situation. We're not equipped for the relegation scrap. We're really not, mate. We're really not, Matt. And yeah, this is my point as well. And I just don't see where we go from here. Yes, we kept a clean sheet, sure. Yes, we played some decent football at times, sure. But I can take it if this is only just the amount of games where Brendan's coming out. He's just shifting the blame, shifting responsibility, and just wasn't good enough, to be honest. Zaha had an off day. We should be counting our lucky stars. Eze had an off day. If you listen to the preview and what Ali was saying, he was running Liverpool ragged around that. And it's just It's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary now what this keeps doing. I don't want to make this too long because I'm just repeating the same points all over again. Danny Ward didn't really have anything to do. We made a couple of shots that got Gaeta right at his chest. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to keep repeating myself again and again. We'll try and do a preview, but and I want to get people's thoughts in, but without anybody to go off, this is really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. And there was they banned they said no bag bigger than an A4 to try and reduce Brendan out signs. UniFS still managed to get one in, but I've never known it to be this toxic and this bad. And just in general, the substitutions, Daka was playing well. Vardy came on, did a couple of. I like that, but it's just the defensive side of it. Samore was getting Justin was getting into a good position, especially in the first half. Castagna was as well. I'm just flat. I don't really want to create content, to be perfectly honest with you, especially on my own. So, are you doing the other show with the after show with the Canadian guy and the other guy? Yeah, I love how he's the Canadian guy, Alex, and if it's Ant or there might be some other people. This was going to be it. We might want to do one tomorrow with a few more people, but I wanted to get this one out because I'm a little bit busy tomorrow. I'll have a word, see if everybody wants to do a show tomorrow, but it's not nice talking about football when you've got nothing to say positive again and again and again. Thanks, everyone. I've got nothing to say. See everybody later. Goodbye.